Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with a video today. Not an unboxing, more of just kind of a show and tell type video. This is my state of the collection when it comes to Microtech. I haven't done one of these videos before, and I thought it'd be kind of cool just to kind of show off what I've got right now. And it's constantly changing. I'm always selling and trading and buying. So this is just kind of where it's at right now, and I thought it'd be a fun video to do. So let's go. Do we want to go to largest to smallest? Let's do that. Let's go largest to smallest. So I think this is the largest Microtech I have in my collection. This is the new Scarab. They had the Scarab that was back in the whenever, I think it was one of the earlier models, the Scarab. It maybe late 80s, early 90s, I believe. This is the latest one. This one came out. This is one of the earliest ones that came out that they redid. This is the Scarab 2 model. I got mine in, what is that, October 2020. So this is the Scarab 2. Let's take a look at that bad boy. It's huge. It barely fits in the frame of the video. Huge knife, very heavy, very thick. It's a thick boy, guys, and I don't carry this thing very often, as most of you can assume, because it looks basically brand new. I do carry it in the wintertime when I'm wearing a heavy jacket and heavy clothing anyways, but lately, you know, it's been summertime, so I've been rocking shorts and flip-flops, and it just doesn't get a lot of carry because it's just so big, guys. But man, is it cool. This one has the best action of any Microtech that I've ever owned or kind of messed with. It's got the double springs. I guess, you know, you got like a combat Troodon has single, and this has double. It's got flutes fluted on the knife so that it can be done underwater. And I guess it doesn't I think it's called like hydro locking or something like that, something to do with the pressure. And this allows the water to flow throughout the knife and be able to come out. So that's the way I understand it. Not much of a use for me, but it's cool. And that's probably one of the selling points for this being like their major tactical knife. It's got the, you know, aluminum. It's got the bigger button, the real wide button that's a lot more comfortable. This thing just fires out of there, guys, but it's a gorgeous knife. I love the skateboard tape look, and it's kind of skeletonized. This one is in, I believe, M390. Yeah, M390 with that kind of satin tumbled finish. And yeah, it's the biggest Microtech I've got. So very cool. The next is, man, this is going to be a long video if I don't hurry up. This is the Combat Troodon. This is the Signature Series. I believe that's Sean Marfione's Maker's Mark, which means this is a, excuse me, guys, a Hellhound blade. I hunted for the Hellhound forever. I did an actual unboxing, I believe, of this guy, and actually most of these knives I've done unboxings on, so you can go watch that. But the Hellhound is just really hard to find. Very sought after blade shape. Very, very cool, unique. And this is in the combat size, so the full big boy. You can see kind of how the button is single width kind of compared to the Scarab, which is double. I mean, you can see how big that Scarab really is. And again, you know, there's no fluting for the water to flow through. So this one would probably hydro lock if you tried to open it underwater. I think that's what it's called. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. This one is, I don't know that this one says what steel it is. Yeah, I believe this one's probably L-Max. It just depends, Microtech, it depends on the time that they are making it, what steel they're running. They kind of like to keep it open so that they can use M390, L-Max, or 204P is the ones they typically use. So you guys might know better than I do. I'm sure it says on the box, but that's put away. So this one came out in June 2022. So I haven't had this one very long. Love it. These are all pretty much keepers for me, guys. I say that, but typically I know pretty much from the start which knives I plan to keep. These Hellhounds have taken me a long time to find. So that's the Combat Troodon. And this is my other Troodon Combat. This one was cool. They're all cool for very specific reasons to me. That's what's going to be really hard for me to ever move them along. The last one is cool just because it's a Hellhound blade. This one's cool because it's in that Coyote Tan FDE kind of Cerakote finish. I wanted this thing ever since I found out it even existed, and tried to shake one loose on the forums and never could. And finally, I found one for sale in my local shop. I think they got maybe 1 or 2 of them in, and I picked one up. So anyways, beautiful knives. This one is just the double edge in M390. I have seen this one in a Hellhound before, which is kind of a grail of mine. So I've tried to shake one of those loose and haven't been able to, but maybe one day I'll get this in the Hellhound version. They do the Cerakote in different colorations. This one and the OD green, the tan and the OD green seem to be the ones they've been doing recently. And this one also came out in June of 2022, which is, I think, the same. Didn't I say this was the same date as this guy? I'm sorry, May. Why did I say June? May of 2022. But the Cerakote finish that they do is just really nice. And man, I'm a sucker for FDE anyways. And that tan Cerakote, there's a spider on my desk. It's just such a really, really nice, it's just a nice colorway, guys. And the Combat is just a cool knife anyways. But you talked about just kind of tactical. This FDE in Combat version is awesome. Okay, next we'll shake it up a little bit with a Ultratech, and you guys probably already know right off the bat what this guy is. This is the Bounty Hunter. These were hard to get, are hard to get, maybe getting easier. It seems like a lot of Microtech stuff that was hard, almost impossible to get back in the day. I don't know if I'm just getting more lucky than I used to or what, but I feel like a lot of the Microtech stuff, they're just making more of it. So it just seems to be more prevalent, and you see stuff like this sitting on the shelves a little bit longer than you used to back in the day. So this is the Ultratech Bounty Hunter Edition, fetted out, got the Mandalorian or Boba Fett's logo there. For all you Star Wars nerds, you know what that's called. I don't, but it's cool. Let's see if I can tell when this one came out. BH for Bounty Hunter. This one came out, sorry, it's hard to see on the camera, July of 2022. That's my birth date month, so that's pretty cool. And this is in the Tonto version, which I think is awesome. I have seen this in the Hellhound, which is probably the most sought after version. That would be sick, just because that blade shape is so Bounty Hunter-ish. But I like the Tonto. That might be my second choice, and no serrations. So great looking blade. Looks like kind of an acid stone washed with that big blood groove on there. Really, really good looking. These come from the factory, all beat up and stuff. Looks like they've been run over in battle. Very cool looking knife. And again, this one took me a long time to get my hands on. And I did pick this one up at my local shop. As soon as it came in, they let me know, and I came in and grabbed it that day. So super excited about this guy, and probably never gonna leave my collection. It's just a really, really cool knife. Whether you like Star Wars or not, it's just cool. This is probably the most interesting of my Microtech collection, period. This is a signature series. Again, Sean Marfione, so you all know what that means. That sick Hellhound, but this one is in full DLC. I'm trying to remember. So this one has no markings other than the markings on the clip. The blade is completely sterile on both sides, and as well as the handle, the aluminum housing, all DLC hardware, DLC blade. Again, I don't know what blade. I think this one, I feel like it was in 204p, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they call these the Shadow series. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, you Microtech folks. But I think it's called, I think whenever they do like a, no markings, all blacked out, I think they call it Shadow, something like that. But isn't that just a sharp looking knife? Man, I love that Hellhound with that DLC, the way it plays with the light, and then just the all blacked out. Man, it's just a good looking blade. This one was very, very hard to find. This is the first Hellhound I ever got my hands on. I searched, and I think I talked about it. I think I did an unboxing of this video. I searched high and low for this thing for a Hellhound, and this is the version that I found. They only had one of them. I think it was a store in like maybe Virginia, I think. And man, I got so lucky. I just love this knife. Super gorgeous. The Ultratech is such a good carryable size, not too big, not too small, decently lightweight, at least for me. And just that DLC just looks so good. So anyways, awesome. So that's my last Ultratech. I've had so many of these. And this is the last knife in my collection right now. This is my smallest. I've gotten rid of a lot of other Microtechs, so this is all I've got right now, guys. This is the UTX 70. There's that maker's mark again. So you know what it is. The little baby Hellhound, which is awesome. And guys, I tell you what, kind of ashamed to admit it, I carry this thing more than I carry any of the rest. I work in an office environment, and the UTX is just such a good size for office carry. And I'll take this thing out and open packages and stuff. It's just a great size. So here it is compared to the Ultratech. See if I can line these up. And here it is compared to the Combat Troodon. So you can see there that UTX is just a really, really nice carryable size. You start getting into the combat world of things. I mean, man, that's a big boy. And so I just find this one to be great for everyday carry, shorts in the summer, which is what I wear most of the time. This is just perfect. This, you know, start using these guys a little bit more in the fall, and then dead of winter and a big, big coat. I'm rocking a combat or something in the larger world. So that's my Microtech collection, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting. I really like Microtech. My next pickups, which you can look for on the channel, are going to be probably more of the manual folder variety. I'm pretty happy with a lot of the OTFs that I have right now, the ones that at least I find very interesting. The brachial is kind of interesting to me. The stitch is interesting to me. I used to have the back in the day, like the mini SOCOM, the amphibian. I've since moved those on when they got crazy expensive. Kind of wish I would have held on to them, especially now that I have a YouTube channel, and I think it'd been really cool to show you guys. But I tend to do that a lot, sell and buy and trade and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm interested in right now. So I might get some more, get some folders to add to the collection, since I'm pretty happy with my OTFs. But let me know if you guys like this video and want me to do more kind of collection update type videos of all the different brands that I have. I just chose Microtech because I've kind of been wanting to do it for a while, but I've got lots of other brands we could look at, Spyderco or Benchmade or Hinder even. So let me know what you guys think. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not. It really does help me out, and I appreciate it. I'm getting really close to the 700 number, and would like to start growing the channel a little bit faster than I have in the past and doing more videos like this. So please leave your comments below, and I appreciate you guys watching this one. I'll catch you in the next video. You guys take care.